Aries, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. We're going to start by pulling you a card from the Moonology Oracle. Show me that Aries energy, please. Show me that Aries energy, please, in this upcoming week. Show me Aries. What's going on for Aries, please? What do you need to release? The waning moon. Something has come to an end. It's run its course. Naturally, too. The waning moon, as it suggests. What do you need to release? Within you? Around you? Let go of it. It no longer serves a purpose. To you? In your life? What's going on? Show me that Aries energy, please, in this upcoming week. What do you need to release? What does Aries need to release, please? What's going on? Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're already halfway there anyway, you know. All right, Queen of Swords, present day, future orientation, Two of Wands, looking out, looking forward to the future. Okay. It's a bit of a touchy subject. I can see that for you. It's not like you're not aware of it. And Hanged Man and the past orientation. Trying to understand it, incorporate it, what this thing is. Or can it be incorporated, all those things. What's above you, emotionally detaching from this, and probably have been for some time. Where I find you in present day, having to make that decision, logical reasoning, rationality. What are the facts? And I know it's a little open-ended, but that's okay. It says you're capable of making a decision in the future. Active decision making. Two of Wands, of all the twos, that and the Two of Cups, but it's the one that suggests I'm least confused. I'm prepared now to make a decision, and I'm even looking forward to the future. Okay, past this decision. Okay? Let's start right there. That Seven of Wands. Bit of a touchy issue. Bit of a touchy issue. A little sensitive there. Boundaries. Be careful. Caution. Let's see that Seven of Wands, please. Let's see that Seven of Wands. Let's see that Seven of Wands. Possibly blocking. We'll see. The Five of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. The Knights of Pentacles. Man, I know you held on to something as long as you feasibly could. Could to do with coin work. I have every reason to believe that. It's up to you. So take it resonates, leave it does not. The Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Man, I'm telling you what, it's kind of like I know that break was coming a mile off. I saw it coming, and it took forever to arrive here. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't. You know, I fended off that particular break as long as I could, Christina. I kept in it, and I kept at it, and I was waiting for something better to come through to replace this or to show improvement. And it seems to be not the case. For some of you, I have to insist or maintain it has to do with coin, career. Absolutely. Something was moving too slow in a particular direction. You knew more coin was not making itself available in that particular situation. You had hoped it would improve. So you stuck at it and you stuck at it and you stuck at it. You defended it while you stayed in it as long as you did. You weren't ready to part ways with it. Things will turn around. I know it. My ships are due any day now. Right? I put in the effort. I put in the time, energy, and effort. Therefore, I should expect more. Right? But your expectations looks like they weren't met. You saw the ending coming, but you're like, no, that can't be right. It doesn't match. It doesn't match what I've put into it. So I'm going to keep at it. Right? You didn't want to abandon this, whatever it was. You didn't want to abandon it. And you probably got pulled in several different directions. Aries, why are you still messing with this? Why are you still messing with it? It's not going to change. It's not going to go anywhere. And you're like, no, 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 I know what I'm doing. Or you felt that you did. And I know it's easy to get caught up in that energy. It's like things are not going well, but I keep looking out on the horizon. It can't be that conclusion. It can't be. It can't be. There has to be a turnaround in this. So we stuck to it, and we stuck to it. Very you. All right, let's see that Hanged Man, please. Let's see that Hanged Man. Show me that Hanged Man, please, for Aries. Let's see that Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Man, look at you. Bless you, honey. Bless you. I know that energy. I know that Aries energy. I know it. I know it as the day is long. I'll tell you. I know it. I know it. You delayed it. You delayed it as long as you possibly could. There's a solution in here. There's a solution in here. I know there is. I'm just going to keep looking at that perspective and keep renewing my hope and keep looking at that perspective that it will balance. It will make sense. So I'm going to keep giving it the best of my energy and refresh it every now and again with that Ace of Wands. And then you kind of had that perspective for a while. It's like, I'm the one putting joy and optimism into this, aren't I? I'm the one showing this renewal of good faith, that something good will come from it and that there will be more reciprocity or equal give and take, be it in career, love, whatever. I am leaning heavily towards career, money, and that you will harmonize with it eventually, right? I just got to keep putting it in there. And some of you are managing more than one job. But I just got to keep putting the faith in there, the good energy and that optimism, and it will balance itself. I know it will. It will show me reciprocity with the Two of Cups. I know it will show me equal. I'll know it will. I know it will live up to the expectations. I just got to keep floating this. And so this is what you call passive Hanged Man, not active, right? We're stalling for time. We're stalling for time. Hoping we'll find evidence that something will change. And I saw it over here too. So I'm not trying to give you a hard time, honey. It's just that spirit. It's that spirit. My equal is going to arrive in this. I will be compensated appropriately any day now. It will balance itself out. I just got to keep juggling this stuff. I don't see it as hot and cold. I see it as you trying to maintain this particular cycle, okay, of energy, faith, goodwill, and hoping things will balance and that you can stop juggling all this mess. It'll make sense eventually, right? It will give in due course appropriately, right? Eight of Cups. So in this process, which is exhausting, okay, and you could have been doing this upwards to a year or two, possibly more. It was going to eventually take a toll with that Eight of Cups, yeah? Makes sense. You can only do this so long with good faith, hope, and optimism that something will work out, even though you can feel and see evidence to the contrary. It's going to be enough to burn anybody out. Eight of Cups. Show me that Eight of Cups, please. Show me that Eight of Cups. Show me that Eight of Cups, please. Page of Wands. Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep yourself open. Look at you exhausted, baby. You exhausted. You exhausted. It completely exhausted you. And this is where it comes to the terms of not worth it. When it takes away from you, bless it, you know. I was saying this in somebody's reading the other day. Hope is a human's most distinct feature. A human being's most distinct feature. Hope. And it is our most redeeming and simultaneously damning feature. I have a lisp in case you didn't know that. It's both. It's what defines humans, really, as a race. That concept of hope. It's one of the things that makes us admirable. And it's also one of the things that condemn us to the worst things. Life is a fine line of understanding which is which. And in the efforts of hope, and look at that. Look how hard you fought, honey. Look how hard. That's just so you. That's just so Aries. That's just Aries 1,000 times over. Look at how hard you fought, and at your own cost. It was through hope, expectations, you know. Who was it that said that expectations is what really kills the heart? It's true. Your expectations were beautiful, but they were not in line with the reality. You didn't want to see it. I know what that was. It was hope, that things would balance out. It's impossible, right? It's impossible. People tell me all the time. How can you put that time, energy, and effort into a career, a person, a love, whatever, and not get a payout for it, the positive kind? Because it wasn't for you. You have to know your value, Queen of Pentacles, and worth to know when to stop. And when it gets to that point where you're emotionally vacating the situation, does that tell you how long you were floating this? I know you're a fighter, honey, but sometimes you can be a fighter at your own cost. And so it did. Whatever this was, I don't know that it wasn't worth it. Okay, there's a lesson in all things, and I will always insist upon that. As much as people roll their eyes at me, there are lessons in all things. Okay? And those lessons can be highly valuable. One of them being to never repeat it again, and then also to tell you where you don't want to be. That's the lesson. Well, this taught me I don't ever want to do this shit again. That's a good lesson. It might have taken years, and it might have taken years off your time, energy, and effort, but it's a good lesson nonetheless. Try not to participate in the double down effect, okay? Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. And I really feel that this is a job thing. I really do. But again, it could be relationship oriented. I could see where that would flip easily. But it's really feeling like I should be compensated differently any day now. The dynamic of this career should change any day now. Right. Let's see that Queen of Swords, please. But, you know, take what resonates, if it does not. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups. Good job. Eight of Swords. It's not pretty. It's not. It's not. It's not, but here you are admitting to yourself that you might have lost sight of your healthy sense of well-being. I have to agree. Here it is. You know, and it's provoking stress. I'm not saying it's not. Decisions like these will always provoke stress. Always. And if it is that stressful, is it something you're meant to keep and keep fighting for? I think you know the answer, honey. Okay. So here you are consulting yourself, Queen of Swords. I should probably end this. I'm going to leave my emotions out of it. I need to look at this logically. Part of you wants to get back to a Nine of Cups feeling good about yourself. Part of you is anxious for calling it quits. I know you. I know you. You hate throwing in the towel. You see it as a personal defeat, and it gets you in a place of mental anguish. I understand. But once that goes away, oh my, you're going to have a huge sigh of relief in your heart. You may not see it yet. You might see it as defeat. I don't want you to. Let's reframe that word. Reframing is a very powerful tool. Take the word defeat and translate it into my best interest. Because if you stay in this, the only thing you're going to be defeated by is yourself. Think about that. At some point, you end up costing yourself more than you had intended. Your time being one of it, just one of many factors. Okay, Two of Wands. In your immediate future, show me that Two of Wands, please. Show me that Two of Wands. And once you make that decision, honey, I promise you, and you make it, and you mean it, and you can feel the decision in your soul, you know what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what it looks like. The Emperor. There you are, honey. There you are. There you are. Now that's active, Hanged Man. It's not passive. Big difference. Big difference. Good job. That's what I just told you, that sigh of relief. That's exactly what you're showing me. You will have made a decision, and there you are. There's your true color. There's your true self right there. The Emperor, loud and proud and in charge. There you go, baby. That's you. The Emperor, what do I say this all the time, guys? The Emperor makes decisions. That's what he does. He doesn't always do them very well, but when he does, he knows what's up because there's no hesitation. There's no confidence issues. There's no splintering. Do you know where there is splintering? When you're struggling to let this go and you know you should. Because it's like, I don't want to look like I'm being defeated, right? And the Emperor's like, never mind all that. Let it go. I've made a decision, and it makes me feel good. He's like, the Emperor's responsibility is to know when to engage and then to know when to retreat. That's his obligation, not to just keep pushing through and pushing through. He has to rule, and part of ruling understands what's good for the kingdom and what isn't. And Knight of Wands, your energy is recouping beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. Stress, anxiety, hope. Stress, anxiety, hope. Stress, anxiety, hope. Conflict of interest, activities, energy spent. Conflict, resistance. We stop resisting. We make the decision. We stick to it. We know it's correct to us. We let this go. Release it. Understand it's not for us. You will find something else in time, whichever it is. Oh, you have my word. But for now, and then look at your energy pop out in a way that's actually conducive to you. It's beautiful, and it's back on point. When Aries doesn't have a Knight of Wands, I get nervous, because that's very much part of who you are. And with the Hanged Man, a lot of perspective, restoration, going into cocoon, your energy's recouping much faster now that you are no longer fighting yourself on this. And then boom, this is what alignment looks like. Anti-alignment looks like this. Now, don't blame you. It's not a fault, and it's not a judgment, not on my part, not from spirit. We, as humans, are tasked with this horrible, horrible understanding, or rather lack of understanding, trying to understand what we're supposed to put ourselves into and what we're not. When to work hard and persevere and persist, and when to back the hell off and understand it's not for us. That's a process. That takes a lifetime to acquire that knowledge. And how else can we do that unless we have practice? This was one of your practice sessions. And I was looking at a very stubborn, it's going to pay out Aries. And you know, now you know whatever this was, and anything like it that presents itself this way in future, you will understand very quickly, sooner rather than later, that, oh no, I've been through that before. I already know how that's gonna span out. No, that's not worth my time, energy, effort, and persistence. Yeah. Okay. So, my point is, in future, you're much more relaxed because you have made a decision. All right? You have, indeed, I believe, allowed yourself and come to terms with letting this situation, possibly career, go. Job, something. It's not conducive to your goals. In fact, it was running contrary. Okay. Okay. For some of you, this will take place, and I know it's very vague, I apologize, it is what it is. Spring came out in reverse. So this future orientation of decision will be made before next spring. All right? All right. Anything else here, please? Your karmic partner, and by that, let's take partner with a grain of salt. I'm seeing this as a karmic situation, but it's anything that you've agreed to. Okay. But yes, like I said, for some of you, this could be a relationship type thing. I'm seeing it as your karmic partner in regards to the contract that you might have with your job. Okay? That is also a form of partnership when it's a contract. Absolutely. All right. Anything else, please? Secret admirer, that might be something for some of you somewhere. I didn't see that here today. That doesn't mean it's not true. Some of you might have a secret admirer. Okay? Okay. And then there's that confusion, illusions. Some of you, Aries, might be obscurely your Neptune placement. In that case, that's just confirmation for you. But confusion, illusions, the rose-colored glasses, there's that sense of expectation. Hope without real expectation, but nonetheless, we're putting expectation on ourselves, and that can get us into trouble. Okay? All right. Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Good job. You are doing exactly what you are best ascribed to doing. And look how much you level up and you feel much more like yourself. So good job. Good job. All right, honey. Put in the comments. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.